Choose your habits well. Habit is probably the most powerful tool in your brain's toolbox. The people who work for you should constantly challenge you. The happiest people discover their own nature and match their life to it. I just want to be right. I don't care if the right answer comes from me. Remember that weaknesses don't matter if you find solutions. Nature gave us pain as a messaging device to tell us that we are approaching or that we have exceeded our limits in some way. Recognize that having an effective idea meritocracy requires that you understand the merit of each person's ideas. Truth, more precisely, an accurate understanding of reality, is the essential foundation for producing good outcomes. It is far more common for people to allow ego to stand in the way of learning. Managers who do not understand people's different thinking styles cannot understand how the people working for them will handle different situations. I also feared boredom and mediocrity much more than I feared failure. Having nothing to hide relieves stress and builds trust. If you're not failing, you're not pushing your limits, and if you're not pushing your limits, you're not maximizing your potential. I learned that if you work hard and creatively, you can have just about anything you want, but not everything you want. Maturity is the ability to reject good alternatives in order to pursue even better ones. Look for people who have lots of great questions. Smart people are the ones who ask the most thoughtful questions, as opposed to thinking they have all the answers. Great questions are a much better indicator of future success than great answers. If you can't successfully do something, don't think you can tell others how it should be done. The greatest gift you can give someone is the power to be successful. Giving people the opportunity to struggle rather than giving them the things they are struggling for will make them stronger. It's more important to do big things well than to do the small things perfectly. Remember that in great partnerships, consideration and generosity are more important than money. The most important thing is that you develop your own principles and ideally write them down, especially if you are working with others. Never say anything about someone that you wouldn't say to them directly, and don't try people without accusing them to their faces. What you will be will depend on the perspective you have. Great is better than terrible, and terrible is better than mediocre, because terrible at least gives life flavor. I came to see that people's greatest weaknesses are the flip sides of their greatest strengths. Don't just pay attention to your job, pay attention to how your job will be done if you are no longer around. Any damn fool can make it complex. It takes a genius to make it simple. Don't hire people just to fit the first job they will do. Hire people you want to share your life with. You don't achieve happiness by getting rid of your problems. You achieve it by learning from them. Believe it or not, your pain will fade and you will have many other opportunities ahead of you. Don't let the little things divide you when your agreement on the big things should bind you. Don't have anything to do with closed-minded people. Being open-minded is much more important than being bright or smart. Don't let fears of what others think of you stand in your way. You must be willing to do things in the unique ways you think are best. Almost nothing can stop you from succeeding if you have flexibility and self-accountability. Build the organization around goals rather than tasks. Great people are hard to find, so make sure you think about how to keep them. There are two main drivers of asset class returns: inflation and growth. Meditation, more than anything in my life, was the biggest ingredient of whatever success I've had. Don't worry about looking good, worry about achieving your goals. If you don't look at yourself and think, "Wow, how stupid I was a year ago," then you must not have learned much in the last year. Remember that the only purpose of money is to get you what you want, so think hard about what you value and put it above money. If you are not aggressive, you are not going to make money, and if you are not defensive, you are not going to keep money. The average man tends to buy high and sell low. Most of life's greatest opportunities come out of moments of struggle. It's up to you to make the most of these tests of creativity and character. Not being controlled by an emotion helps to see things at a higher level. Mistakes are the path to progress. You must not let your need to be right be more important than your need to find out what's true. Raymond Dalio, born August 8, 1949, is an American investor, hedge fund manager, and philanthropist. Dalio is the founder of investment firm Bridgewater Associates, one of the world's largest hedge funds. Thanks for watching. If you like, please share and subscribe.